It's as easy as that, actually. It always looks more impressive than it really is. You'll get the public standing around wanting to watch, and people come to say to me, is there anything we can do? I usually say to them, put the kettle on please, I need some hot water, and then after that I say, can I have a mug? They go and get a mug, then can I have a tea bag and some milk. I don't take sugar, and I just sit drinking my tea while they march in. As soon as they're pretty much in, I just put the lid back on, close it, come home. I leave this usually until the evening, go back, close the entrance, back of the car, and we're away. If you haven't got a box like that, don't worry. Use the cardboard box, as I said. They'll go in, and then you can just wrap the whole thing up in the sheet, lift it up back of the car. My record was 20 minutes, I think, from start to finish, including posing for photographs for locals. That one, it was quite a chill day, and I just got them in. There weren't even any flying bees left, but there we are. You can get things called bee vacs. I haven't got one. I'm thinking about making one, but that's basically how you take a swarm. That's the physical side of it, and that's it. So have your box ready. A sheet, secateurs, a brush is useful. What else did I have? Oh, my swarm catcher, once again optional extra. I've only had that a year, has proved very good, I have to say. You can get it from well-known bee supply companies, and I just keep that in there just like that, and long stick to go with it. It's purely a handle for rolling, cleaning the walls, so that can go on there. That's it. String in, that's that, and there we are. That is my swarm kit, and I keep that either in the garage or in the back of the car. I've been known to keep one in the back of the car all the time. What I would say is, if you do use the cardboard box method, don't do as one chap did. I came across one day, phoned me up in absolute desperation, and I can't get the swarm in, they keep coming out. And basically it turned out that they were in a fruit tree from his own bees, and he was dropping the swarm into the box and then running across the garden and dropping them into a hive where he wanted them. And of course, needless to say, he hadn't got the queen, poor chap. They flew out and went straight back to the tree where the queen was every time. He'd been going at this for about an hour and a half, and he was getting tired. So I said, look, have you got a sheet down? He said no. So I said, well, just drop the lot into the box on the floor, into a hive, and then move it. And then you can always walk the hive across the garden 3 foot a day. Just move it 3 foot a day over the next few days to get it back to where you want it. But I always find just getting them well off site is a good one. So there we are. Not a terribly good video, I'm afraid. Too long and too much talk. But taking swarms, enjoyable pastime, makes you look like a superhero, and it saves them, because unfortunately bees will not survive. I heard somebody say the other day that a swarm that gets away these days because of varroa and various other problems probably stands about 10% chance of surviving in the wild. So you really do want to gather them up. They can be regarded as a bit of a public nuisance, so you do have a responsibility to do good swarm control, but that's the subject of another video. But this is just kit to take with you, have it ready at the beginning of the season, ready for the swarm season. So you want a box, can be a poly hive, wooden hive, anything. The other thing I use, of course I haven't got a small piece here, I use some of this stuff. If you've got a hive, it's foam rubber. I bought a big piece of it off eBay last year, I think it was the year before. I cut a strip of it, and it's great for stuffing in the entrance of any old hive to block the entrance so you can get them home. So you want a box with a floor and a roof. Polys are great for that, poly nukes are great. A means of closing it, a strap to go around so it doesn't come undone in the back of the car. Cardboard box handy, and as I said, a pair of secateurs or loppers will make your life much easier. You won't need a lot of smoke. I usually light my smoker partly to sort of dress the scene for photographers, but it's fairly straightforward. I jokingly tell people I've got a special set of sirens on the car which go buzz, buzz, buzz when I'm on my way to a swarm collection. But it is a pretty safe pastime. I would counsel you, however, don't go climbing up into places that are not safe. I did get called out to 2 swarms once over in Helmsley. One was sitting in a conifer tree in the middle of a public area at the Bird of Prey Centre, so I got that one. That was pretty easy. And the other one was about 80 foot up in the air, and they said, "Can you take that one?" And I looked at it and I said, well, unless you've got a cherry picker, no. So we had to leave it there. But if you can get it, you want to be there about 15 minutes, 20 minutes after they land. Once they're in a wall, forget it. Once they're in a roof, forget it. If they're hanging on a wall, on a tree, a gate or something like that, in a shrub, they're good to take. But they'll normally sit there for about an hour, and as I said, if you take them too soon, they'll abscond. But as long as the queen's in and they've gone in, job done. Okay, happy beekeeping.